Good morning, ladies. Happy couple days before big holiday celebrations going on. Last day for us to be here in the office. So really fun that I get to end this little holiday note with you ladies. Huge thank you, like I said, to Melissa for hosting our call 2 weeks ago. I really appreciate you doing so. I also, I hope you took Keyshawn's video and, her goal setting tactics and really took it to your team, or have created a game plan on how you're going to take that to your team going into the new year. Whatever, works obviously for your coaches. With that being said, Brooke actually messaged me yesterday. So thank you, Brooke. And said, hey, can we talk about 80-day obsession? Because it feels like that's the number one thing that's going on in our message thread, right? It's like, holy crap, there's so much going on. There's so much content. What do I do? How do I do it? And I think this is the thing. You just got to do it. So, but you have to figure out the best tactic for you. So with that being said, that's going to be our topic today is 80-day obsession and how to really drive this, because we still do have plenty of time to make, obviously, 2017 great, 2018 amazing, the first 2 weeks with the launch. So with that being said, I'm going to actually have Christy Lyons go first, because like she said, she actually had Autumn on her team call last night. So I would love for her to. And she actually posted that in our thread. So if you would like to watch that, please do. She did share that. But I'm going to have Christy go ahead and go over some great things that Autumn did share, and then just what is working, because I see her excitement. I know she's saying some things in our message thread, but what she's messaging me personally, it's really working great for her. So I want her to be able to share, and then I want you ladies to also be able to share. And then on top of it, what questions you have. Like, let's just really come together as a group and really figure out how we can leverage this so it can be great for all of us. Does that sound good? Okay. All right. Christy Lyons, do you mind going ahead and unmuting yourself and go ahead and talk?
Okay. So when Autumn was on our call last night, it was kind of a Q&A. So we got to kind of ask anything we wanted. And so I don't know what you guys know and what y'all don't know. But my coaches got to ask whatever they wanted. And so some of the questions were totally basic and totally things that you guys probably already know. But we learned so much more about timed nutrition. And I don't know if you guys already know this, but she was saying that she was telling us that this can work for anybody. So even if you're like a shift worker, say you go in and you work like ridiculous hours, then you would probably choose 12 hours to eat. Even if you're a shift worker, it would work for you. And another thing she was saying that I thought was really interesting is, you know how everybody has like their own idea of like, well, I don't eat before I work out because I don't like that. She was saying that in this program, you will eat before you work out, because that's just the way the program is designed. And she actually knew most people she worked with did not eat before they worked out. But once they did start eating before they worked out, they were having even better results. And in the test group, she was saying that most of the people went into the group open-minded, which is how we need to encourage everybody to do this, because there's going to be so many things that are different for all of us than what we're used to. And one thing was, like eating before we work out or eating every 2 hours. And she was saying that this is very similar to 21-day fix. And the difference is like with the 21-day fix, here you have these portion cups and you are allowed to use them whenever you want. And what she was saying the difference is like, she's going to tell us specifically when to eat certain things so that your body uses the food the way it should be used throughout the day. Because a lot of us, or maybe people we work with, are carb loading at the end of the day, and then they're wondering why they're not losing weight, and they're maybe not eating the right food before they work out, that kind of thing. So she's going to tell us how to maximize our nutrition and how to use that throughout the day so we can get the best results possible. And I'm sure if you guys have seen the transformation pictures, I don't think I've ever seen people get so ripped, like their abs get so ripped. And it's really because I think because of the carb placement throughout the day. I think that's made a huge, huge difference. She said pregnant women are out, like no pregnant women can do this. It's just not worth the risk. That she said this is the only program she has that she just does not believe pregnant women should do. Breastfeeding, people that are breastfeeding, it's totally okay. You will go up to like the maintenance bracket and use that. She also said, like, if someone's training for something, like whether it's running or whatever, they can actually still use this program in combination, but they will have to probably go up in their bracket in order to have enough calories and things like that. So it's totally fine to do a program in combination with this program, which I think is awesome because we often have people that do that. So those are some of the things she said. I'm trying to remember what else she said. She gave us so much good info. Y'all should watch the video. I'm trying to think of what else she shared.
Let's ask too, Christy, does any of it, and like kind of going over that, do any of you have questions, and maybe she did, or Autumn did ask it or answer it? Do you have any questions? And I know there's been so much content also on her going live about it, and on the champs page, so there's a ton of that. But is there any questions that kind of sparked from what Christy is saying? And if not, then cool. Let's just go on to Christy, what's working, because obviously not only did you have her on your call, but you have been very organized with the structure of this launch. So can you break it down for us?
Yeah, well, this launch was very important for my elite points. So I had to be very, I had to take it very seriously and be very strategic. And I had to figure out how to use this launch to benefit my business the most. And I'm sure all of you guys feel the same way. So I just jotted down a few things that I've done that have helped me significantly. So each day I'm trying to post very high affinity posts, which I'm asking like cheesy Christmas questions, like, do you open presents on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? So I'll get like 200 people responding, and I know that I'll have like 200 people responding, and the people that are responding are kind of my niche market. So I'm trying to manipulate that with the questions I'm asking throughout the day. So then every single night I'm posting a transformation picture every single night. I've never done that before because I'm like always worried what people will think, like, oh, she's so salesy or whatever. But I'm like, hey, I'm going all in. I have nothing to lose. I'm doing this. So I'm posting a transformation picture every single night, and I'm encouraging my coaches to do the same. I'm trying to get the results of the people I'm posting the transformation picture of, like this, like, I think I know them all by name and I don't even know all of them, but I'm like, Joan lost 25 pounds and 25 inches and look at her. And I'm trying to act like I know the person, like make it personal as much as I can. So you guys, that's working amazing for me and my coaches. I'm usually getting anywhere from 10 to 20 people interested off those posts every night. And I've been building my affinity during the day so that I'm getting more response at night. Another thing that we're doing is, how Beachbody just sent out those emails about people on BOD that are expiring. We're contacting them and telling them about this. And we have people expiring in like a couple of days. So if they want to sign up like right now, we're like, just call and cancel your BOD and you can buy right now, like today, you can buy right now. And canceling their BOD 2 days early to them is like nothing. They're not essentially losing money. They've already paid the money for it, right? So canceling BOD 2 days early is no big deal because they want in we're calling it our pre-launch group. We're like, if you want to, you can go ahead and cancel that and get in our pre-launch group. And so they're like, okay, cool, I'll do that. Because we're trying to create this urgency, like you got to get in this pre-launch group so you'll get all the information and you'll be in this already in shape for the 80-day launch or the 80-day obsession program. So that's one thing we're doing that's working really well. We have everybody doing a little obsessed. and we're going live every day in there talking about 80-day obsession. So we're adding people that showed interest in 80-day obsession or have already signed up for it, and we're talking about it. We're talking about portions of 80-day obsession. So either our 80-day obsession challengers are learning about what they need to learn about, or we're, getting interest from people that have not bought the program yet, and things like that. Another thing I did, I should have said this earlier, but I did an event for 5 days for people that purchased a 80-day obsession package, and we put them all in this event, and we were adding people that were interested, and we gave away nice prizes to people that have purchased. So if you hadn't purchased and you were in there, then you couldn't be entered. And so people were then contacting us like, well, how tell me more about this. How do you win this prize? And the way I was posting, it was showing up on my Facebook page that I was posting in this event about these like Echo buttons I was giving away or whatever. So that was another way I was kind of marketing it. Let's see here. The last thing was, for my coaches. Okay. So we all know I guess unless you really dive in, it might feel frustrating or confusing for our coaches. So I tried to break it down like, okay, there's only 3 groups of people essentially, right? Like new customers, existing customers, and current coaches. So this is the diagram that you would send a new customer. You sent like after I sent them like what to say if they respond, and then I sent this picture, like ask them to choose their package and then you can talk about it. So I broke it down like piece by piece, like to make it less confusing. Like, you guys, this is not hard stuff here. There's only certain groups of people we're dealing with. You just have to figure out which group this person fits in. And it's super easy to figure out. And so it made it less confusing for them if they were willing to do it. So that's kind of what I did, or what I'm doing right now. And my coaches that are willing to roll up their sleeves and work are doing amazing. And so that's just kind of how I think this whole launch is working. It's working great for me because I need it to work. And, and I think and I'm so excited about it because Beachbody is giving us something, probably the best thing this year, in my opinion, as far as volume sales, easiest way to recruit coaches ever. So anyways, so that's all I have to say.
That was awesome. Thank you, Christy. So let's open this up for just any questions. And then I want to just have each of you talk about what is working. So if you have something that you would like to add, that is a game changer that can work for others, please do not hold back. We would love to hear it. But do you have any questions for her? Melissa, you're unmuted. I'm assuming Melissa Galloway.
I just want to say thank you. That was really, really, really good info. We also had a call with Autumn, where she gave us a lot of information. I actually, while you were talking, I went and made my post because it's been a while since I've done one of those really cheesy basic that engage so many people. And like the comments are already like flooding. So thank you for that reminder that is exactly how we're going to get those engagement posts. And then I agree with you as far as the email that's going, because I'm in the same boat. I've committed regardless of what happens. I'm working until the bell rings, and we're going to celebrate regardless, because I want to show my team that no matter what type of year we have, no matter what type of natural disaster happens, this business is a blessing and you can find joy wherever you're at. So I'm not stressed out at all. I'm actually having a blast. I just had my highest paycheck since October this week, and I'm celebrating that, and I'm helping my team with that. And we're also doing, we have a little obsessed group for all of our clients, and we're like having a lot of fun in there. And then we also have a 12 days of fitness where we're sprinkling in things So I think I'm going to try your group that you were just talking about, and we're going to start it the 26th and go to the 31st and just do like 5 different prizes and tons of information. And then I'll have the people from our team who are in the test group go live, maybe one day each, talking about it. But I really think just going back to our list of, the people who have said no 3 years ago, and the people who have been watching and liking, and every single person. So I started infusions for my arthritis yesterday. So I had 4 hours without my kids, which never happens. I was like, if somebody wax my eyebrows, blow out my hair, and give me a manicure, like this would be the best day ever. Because I had 4 solid hours to send to customers or messages. And all I did was say, hey, I saw that you liked or loved whatever emoji they put. Do you want more information on it? And that was something I could forward to so many different people. I mean, and some of my posts had like 187 likes. So it was like all those people, if they weren't coaches, I was sending them messages. And if they were current clients, I'm reaching back out and saying, hey, do you want more information on the test group? Like, do you want to be in this test group with me? Have you considered doing what I do? And it's just starting that. And then the final thing that I'm doing this month is I ran a sneak peek every week, or a 3-day sneak peek every single week. And I'm calling on other people in my team to help me with it, because it's really helping them step up as leaders that I know that they are. And it's just helping them, branch their wings and empower them. But they're like, I've not seen my team so fired up about something in so long. And I know a lot of people were really upset yesterday about Autumn's video that she had made, but I shared it on my team page, and my team was excited. And I think it's really the way that we're reacting to things and the way that we're putting things out. And I'm not saying this to tick anyone off, but I'm so focused on gratitude right now and focused on finding joy when everyone else, like, in the world wants, I'm not singling anyone else, no one get offended, but when people are looking for a reason to be pissed off, like, I'm looking for a reason to celebrate and to get excited and to compliment people. So that's just my 2 cents, and it's working. It is working. And honestly, I'm not stressed out at all. Like, if we don't hit Elite this year because my ATV points are so far off and we don't hit Premier, it's not going to be for a lack of effort, because I have so many people excited on my team right now. Whereas a couple months ago, everyone was really upset that we had so many people leaving to try other things. And I'm not falling into that trap. Like, we have such a gift, and 80-day obsession is like, if we're not on top of that and embracing that, we're really missing out. So that's all.
I just had to repeat what Chrissy Silbas said and say amen. I agree with you completely. And if you haven't seen Autumn's video, I would say check it out. And it is one of those things, is just kind of wrap your mind around it, find the positivity in it, understand why she's doing it the way that she's doing it, and support it. Like, that's really what it all comes down to. But I would suggest, obviously, watching Jeff Hill's and also Autumn's that are both on the round table. I want to ask Brooke, or where'd you go? Oh, you're next to me. Okay, Brooke, because she was the one who really was asking for this topic. So do you have any questions, or because one thing I know about Brooke is you're very structured, you're very organized, and you go after it. Like, there's no holding back. Where are you finding success in it? And what questions do you have also for these ladies?
Yeah, I sent out emails to like my current customers, my coaches. So I felt comfortable with that. But as far as like talking to new people about, just wording and being more strategic about what to say. Usually I don't overthink things, but I think I'm maybe overthinking this. I'm kind of a perfectionist too, so I think this is sneaking out of the woodwork. But so I'm feeling comfortable with like current coaches, current customers, but as far as what to say to people to get them to do that mega pack, especially to maximize their results and just more bang for their buck, is where I'm kind of struggling.
Well, let's ask that. So who is having major success with brand new people, helping them get the Mega Challenge Pack? Let's ask that.
Hi, Brittany. It's Kiana.
Hi, Kiana.
Hi, I'm sick, but I'll answer that question. I've had the most success ever with a launch with new people. I think I'm at, I have like 7 more links out today, but I feel really good about what I'm doing, but I'm more than happy to share the email. Like, I decided to lead with the price, and I know that sounds weird, but I just decided that, so I made a post on my business page, kind of like just like a eye-catching post with like just a transformation picture. And then I don't know if it's something that I said that like caused people to respond, but it was like the most comments I've ever got. And then I'm strategic in the sense that I send them a message from my business page and say, hey girl, you need to fill this out. And then I go back and like the post so that it pops back up to the newsfeed. Does that make sense? And then I send them the email, but in the email that I sent to them, it was a little message. I made them fill out a Google document. And in that Google document, I'm very straightforward. Like, are you willing to invest this much money on your health in the next 3 months? Everyone that said yes, I sent a response right away. Everyone that said maybe, I sent the same response, but just tweaked it just a little bit. And anyone that said no, I literally sent them an email that said, it doesn't sound like this is the best thing for you or the right timing. Here is a free group for you that I would love to offer you as well. Like, this is an investment that you have. It's a new program that you have to invest in. Anyone that said no or maybe or whatever. And then I have a list of already 20 something people for January and February. And I got all these people from my like page. And I think it's the wording of my email. It's nothing. You guys shared it. I took some of your guys' email, switched it around a little bit, but I just basically, so I tested it out. I started sending information about the mega and the regular, like all the information. And I felt like that was too much information. So I just took the 2 packages, the middle and the lower, shared that information, and then put one sentence that said, you know, there is an additional package that if you're wanting to really go all in with this, it's a bundled deal. Please let me know if you want more information. I did attach a picture to the email, and I got like 5 mega packs sold because of that, just mentioning it without even me leading with it. Does that make sense? So I don't know if it's the fact that my wording was like, I don't think I'm doing anything special in the sense of my wording. I think it was just the fact that I'm very confident in leading with the price, and I've never been that way before. And it's like, this is what it is. This is how, I'm doing this. And so I've been really, really using that tracker. I know that sounds weird, but that email, that thing that you guys put in the back office, the challenge pack tracker, has been a game changer. Like, I'm following up like a mad woman. I'm resending things to people. I'm letting them know. Like yesterday, I took all of the people that I sent an email to that never responded to me, and I said, "Hey, girl, I don't know if you got this email, but I'm just letting you know that I'm getting ready to move forward to work with the pre-launchers, and if this is a mistake, please reach out to me. Otherwise, I don't think it's just not a good time for you. No problem, no worries. I'm always here to help you. Would you like me to put you on a list for January and February?" And I got like 15 people that responded and said, "Yes, I'm so sorry. It's just really, just the normal stuff." But I think they were afraid to respond. Does that make sense? So I just made sure I'm following up. But as for, I think I'm just really being diligent with, I guess, what's working for me is anyone that responded, I sent them a really short message that said, thank you for your interest. Like, can you please fill out this form? Because I have so many people that are responding to me. I need to know who's serious, basically. The Google document literally included, and I got that from, someone shared it. I tweaked it a little bit. It was basically asking, if you get selected, what's your flavor of performance line that you want? What's your flavor of Shakeology that you want? Are you willing to invest in this amount of money? Tell me why you want to do this. Like, I literally have all their answers. Does that make sense? So when I respond with the email, I know exactly what they want, and I don't have to go. It takes kind of the guesswork out of that. But anyhow, that's what's working for me. And then I'm really diligent on the response emails and sending messages and just really being straightforward with them and just not bouncing around, because I don't have time to do 75 messages back and forth between the person. Does that make sense? I just want to know if they're serious. I'm really excited to help them. This may or may not be a good fit for you. I'm not like concerned at all whether they choose yes or no. I just want to work with the ones that are yeses, and then I give an option for them to choose. I'm not pushing any package, and then I give an option if they say no. Does that make sense?
Yes. And can you please share that email? Everybody's like, I want to see the email.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you'll share no, you're great. Just send us the email in the chat. But then also, I love what you're doing. I love that you're actually leading with the price, because that's the number one thing that we all pull away from. But if you're confident in the price and what it gives, you're going to come off very valued in that. So I love that. Brooke, I want to go back to you. Brooke, what questions do you have for Kiana? Or did that help?
Yeah, that helped a lot. That I'm just trying to be more efficient about it too. I think I'm just in nesting mode with pregnancy and everything. So I'm just
Brooke, can I say something just real quick? I was really concerned that my email was too wordy, was too long, but I was just like, I'm going to send this email. Those that really want it are going to read it all the way through. I took some things out. I sent it to 2 people, had them proofread it and say, do you think this is too much? I took some stuff out, but then I ended up with, really just solid information that I think sometimes we worry like we're going to overwhelm people, but that's the kind of people I want to work with, the people that I'm going to give them the information and it's not going to be overwhelming, because 80-day obsession is 80 days. They can't be overwhelmed. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I never lead with the price, Brooke. I never do. And I'm freaked out and I'm always like, oh my God, like, I don't know why, but I never lead with it. And I just changed my entire MO and it's flipped the switch and it's completely changed my business.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kiana.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love that. Does anybody else have anything to share what you're doing for new?
I just have a quick question for Kiana, because I was just stalking your page. Because you're like, I did this post, and I'm like, let me go see. What is your bestie bundle that you're offering when they tag a friend? I love that idea.
Oh, I'm just sending them like I'm just giving them a book from Amazon, like just a book. Like, I haven't decided. There's 3 people that did it. I still need to I've talked to them. I said, basically, I'm giving them that, you signed up your friend, you and your friend signed up. And I was going to give them like an Amazon gift card, but I really focus on personal development. So I'm just going to send them You Are a Badass, that book, You Are a Badass, and just send it to them and say, thanks for signing up. Here's your gift for signing up. I had 2 people do that. So I had 4 people sign up because of that, because they got their friend to sign up. Does that make sense? So I have 4 books to send off. So my thing right now is, if any of you could help me, is like, I just am trying to figure out what to do with some of these women right now. Like, I put them in a pod right now, a message pod, because they're just kind of floating around, because I have a year-long challenge group. Like, I don't have like month-to-month challenge groups, and they're on Facebook. And so I didn't want to just like throw them in there anyhow. I would like to know if you guys are doing anything for, like, I know you're getting them excited and they're excited, but some of these women I feel need to start sooner than later. Does that make sense? They need to like get going. So I'd love your advice about that.
So Kiana, one thing that my team, like Micah Folsom and Ashley Smith and some of us have done, is we put them all in a Facebook group for like prep for 80-day obsession. So we're doing like a little obsessed. We've got the calendar that Autumn put together. We're jumping in there and talking about the meal plan. We're like really prepping them for when it launches. They have all the tools they need. So that might be an idea. I don't know if you have coaches below you that you could kind of team up with, so it's not as much work all alone, but
yeah. And are you guys splitting the duties as to what you're posting, or is it just random? Is it just kind of like, I'll just go in there today and you guys kind of take each day?
We kind of like plan it out week by week. So there's not someone jumping in there every single day, but like a few times a week, we're talking about different parts of it. Like, obviously it's brand new, so we've got like a workout schedule posted. We've got people introducing themselves. And then next week, I think we're going to be talking more about like the meal plan, and we have like a little obsessed. That's kind of what we have to work off of, but
yeah. Okay. I like that. I guess my concern was, I hate adding people to yet another group, but I wanted to do that. But when the launch happens, do you move them to your own challenge group? Is that kind of what's happening, or your thought process?
So we're just doing we're actually not doing like an app group with 80-day obsession, mainly because we need the search tool, because everyone's going to have a million questions and we don't want to have to like repeat. So we want them to be able to search the group, and then we want to be able to go live. We're just only doing our 80-day obsession group in Facebook. And then we do have a couple of people who like signed up as coaches for the Autumn group. So we'll have a few people in 2 Facebook groups, but I think it will be okay, since there's going to be so many people in that Autumn group. They're going to have like a little bit more of like a tighter knit community. And then they're going to have like the really awesome Autumn community that's exciting, pumping them up and everything.
So when you say your coaches are doing it together for the pre-launch, are they remaining in that group to go through the 80 days together? Okay. Yes. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I do all my stuff on Facebook, but I'm saying, I didn't know if you're going to just run the group together as coaches kind of separately. You know what I mean? Because each of your coaches probably run your own challenge groups, obviously. It's basically like
our leaders are just taking charge.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I thought about doing that. I just didn't know. Thank you so much.
I was just going to ask Brooke, do you have an assistant, Brooke?
I don't, and I've been thinking about getting one.
All I was going to say is like, as far as sending all those emails out to all those people on BOD already and stuff like that, if you have an assistant, they can do all that busy work and like, you know what I'm saying? Like my assistant will come up with a standard email and then send it to me, and then I'll tweak it and then send it back. And it'll be personalized depending on what the person originally purchased and things like that. And then, you know, we'll go from there. Like I can reply back to the people that actually reply back. That creates a lot less busy work for me. I know you're trying to figure out better organization. Having an assistant do all that busy work for me takes so much off my plate. Like she does all the, I don't know, graphics and reports and all that kind of stuff. So that way I can concentrate more on the one-on-one conversations and relationships. So I just wanted to throw that out there. If you feel overwhelmed, that might be a good solution for you.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's getting to that point because I'm finding myself doing a lot of busy work, and I'm finding myself saying like, this is something that I can have someone else doing. So yeah. Thank you for saying that. Yeah.
Coming from someone who just had a baby 6 months ago, that assistant is going to save your life when you feel like your head is going to explode and you're like a month postpartum and you can't keep up with everything. Like you need.
Yeah.
I have saved my life.
I have a 1.5-year-old or 18-month-old, and I'm 35 weeks pregnant with my second. So I'm like dying.
Yeah, you need an assistant.
For sure.
Mine is great. We have it very organized where she sends me certain things every day of the month. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's a system. Like I get certain reports like each week and each day of the month and like this and that. So I can always count on that. And then she knows to send emails to these BOD people it's very systematic. And then there's 3 hours of flex time each week where she'll do whatever I need extra. I'm just telling you, like, it sounds like you're like that very organized person, and I'm actually not, but she keeps me organized. So I'm just saying, baby coming, that might really help you, like, keep your mind in a good place.
I agree. Thank you so much.
Good suggestion. Now, if you can just go and sell your husband on it too. Like all the girls are.
My husband was like, are we really going to spend this extra money? And now that we do, he's like, that's great extra money to spend.
Totally. So I want Melissa Brewer's comment to get answered, and I know Melissa Gallamay answered a little bit about this, but so you're seeing a lot of success with the new, but how to approach or how to talk to current BOD customers. So how are you, I know Melissa, like I said, touch on that. Is there anybody else that is having success with current BOD customers in this program?
I am, and it just started this week, and I don't really know what triggered it, but I sent a message to everybody that had BOD, that had Shaco already or didn't, and just told them that there was a special promotion for them because they're already, I think I said something nice, like dedicated on-demand customers or clients. I'll choose that word with them. And ask, touch base about if they're in my group, how it's going. And if they're not in a group right now, I have a holiday survival group that's hilarious. And so we talked about that because there's like a post for each day of the 25 days of Christmas. So I asked them about how that was going. If they're not in it, would you like to get in one in January? And then I asked them if they're interested in AD Obsession, if they've seen my pictures. And then I usually shoot over some before and afters. The Brittany Leggett one or Melissa McAllister's ass have been huge for me. So I went from like Success Club 2 to 12 yesterday because I posted Melissa's booty and it was easy. Like it was like commenting, shooting messages back and forth and then like bam, bam. It was hilarious. So, and awesome. But anyways, so, the success with those completion packs have just been talking to them about how they really need, what their goals are, making sure I'm asking really specific questions and then being like, you already have your BOD. So why, you know, you need to just match the nutrition with it. Autumn really suggests to have the Recover, Energize, and you know, she really recommends it, and the Shakeology, because you're going to have so much muscle confusion with this program. These are longer workouts, you know, it's 80 days and they're an hour. And then asked questions, you know, answered any questions about those things, told them why my husband and I are obsessed with Recover and Energize. And then that's been really easy. Like that's been really free flowing. And I sent an email just straight from the back office, and I love that feature now. And yeah, it's been easy to sign up people with a completion pack because of that.
That's awesome. Melissa, does that help? Melissa B. Okay. Anybody else? And I just giggle about Melissa's butt because it literally, like, and everybody that I'm hearing that's having success with this is talking about the success stories and what's happening. So feel free to post them. And I love what Christy said, how she said, I make it sound like I know them, like, you know, and reach out to them, figure out what it is that, you know, the specific results that they got with it. Do share that. I love that. Whit, I did want to ask you, Whit Webb, since I have two Whits, Whit Webb, is your nephew doing this?
He is. He is going to do this.
Can I just throw this out there? And many of you may not know this, but Whitney Webb has helped her nephew lose over 100 pounds with Shift Shop. Yes. And he literally moved him into their home, helped him with the nutrition, helped him 1,000%. And now he was able to move out. Are you clapping at me? That's freaking awesome. Oh, do you hear Keyshawn? I'm like, she's clapping. But literally moved him in, helped him with all of it. Now he's able to move out and still continue on this journey. And so I just think that's so beyond rewarding. So I hope you're still talking about your little nephew, and then it will be amazing to see his results, obviously, with this program too. So I'm excited.
I'm sorry. That made me so emotional. I'm just really proud of him. He's got a lot to lose, but our goal is Beachbody Challenge winner. So like grand finale. So he started at right under 500 pounds. And that's why we moved him in, because I was like, I feel like I'm going to need to watch you do Shift Shop. And I really needed to make his meals and make sure he understood and learned the nutrition. I took him to the store, and I mean, we went over every single thing. He's got a huge goal board, and I was really nervous about him moving home, especially over the holidays. But I just talked to him yesterday, and he was like, I've got this. I'm trying to move around the Christmas tree, and he's doing his Shift Shop in a really small space. And he's ready to do 80-day. He got to do it live with Autumn at Super Saturday in September. And so he's been talking about it, and I do need to post more on him. I've just waited a little bit because I've been just sharing all these transformations, but people really like to hear that stuff. And make sure he's still doing well. Like, people are really concerned that I don't even know. They message me like, he's not living with you. What are you doing now? You know? And so, we talk every single day, and he's in 3 of my challenge groups. And then my husband has a Snapchat group with him. And then we text every single day, just him and I. So it's very, you know, I got to hold his hand, but that's okay. So anyways.
Yeah, I love that. No, I just have to call you out because I think it's incredible what you're doing with that. So let's just kind of close here, ladies. Is there any last questions that have not been asked and have not been shared? And maybe a success, you know, Christy Silva, are you okay? Whit Small, are you okay? Joy, Rachel, Diana, and Meredith, I don't see your faces anymore. Karina, I saw your face for a minute. Are you all good? Like, do you have anything that you would like to share that's working well? Do you have any questions?
Something that's working well, they're ordering this week, is we're doing a couples challenge. And so I got Paul on board, and so we're kind of leading the couples charge. And I think when you get the men into it, all of a sudden there's like, the woman's like, okay, I got to do this, and I got my man on board. And then each couple's getting the mega pack. So it's a way for them to split it up. It doesn't, you know, when they hear the $400 price point for 2 people, it doesn't seem like that much. So I haven't had any objections from the couples so far on that price point. So that might be something to tackle too if your hubbies are doing it.
No, I love that. To be honest with you, I haven't even thought about that. I don't know if that could have just blew your mind, ladies, but I didn't think about that. That's incredible. Love that. Is there anything else besides the puppy on your lap? Thank you for sharing. It looks like Joy's good. And I know Rachel Ball, you're cute that you're at a Christmas program and still listening in. So thank you for your dedication to that. That's legit. Well, ladies, I hope you got some great content. Kiana did say that she's going to share those, so that would be amazing. But if there's anything that you would like to share, please do share away on this. Let's make sure that we are doing this and going after this together, that we all feel successful in it. We're all doing it a little bit different, but yet we all can create amazing success with this. So please don't hold back. If you find something that does work, please do share with us. I hope you all have amazing Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I hope it is amazing. I am going to be out of the office from Friday until Wednesday. So if you need anything in the meantime, you let me know. Just message me. Of course, I will be there for you. But we will talk again on the 28th, and that will be our last call before we have a BYOB, bring your own beverage party, to close this little group out. Does that sound good? Okay, ladies, thank you. I really appreciate your time. Have an amazing, amazing day. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, okay? Bye.